Mathematics 1A, 1011 SCG is continuation of your study of mathematics, so therefore we already assume certain knowledge that you acquired at school. We assume that you've taken Mathematics B in both grade 11 and grade 12 of the high school and obtained at least sound achievement over 4 semesters. If you didn't go to school in Queensland, this means a mathematics subject that includes calculus, derivatives, integrals, trigonometry, and algebra. For this course, lecture notes are the main working instrument. Lecture notes are in few parts. The first part will be on vectors. It is or should be available now from the bookshop in G40 at a cost of about $7. Please buy it as soon as possible or when it is available, so go and check if you're on campus. Lecture notes have tutorial questions at the end of it, so these are the questions that you should do and attempt before you go to the tutorials. The tutorial questions, what tutorial questions you need to do, will be announced on Learning at Griffiths. Future parts, further parts of the lecture notes will be available later. I'll announce it in lectures and on Learning at Griffiths as they become available. Textbook is supplementary, so we don't require to have it. We recommend Basic Technical Mathematics with Calculus by Alan Washington. The reason we recommend it is that it goes very far back and covers algebra and some basic mathematics. Also, it covers 2 courses, Maths 1A this semester and Maths 1B next semester. It can give you extra problems, alternative explanations, so it's always nice to have this book. Other calculus books are possible, so you can use other calculus books, and if you feel that you know mathematics and algebra, especially very well, you might talk to me after the lecture what other books are available and better for you personally. So I think having at least one calculus book is very important, and for majority of you, this technical mathematics is probably a good source of information, and it allows you, as I said, to go back and address some black spots in your algebra, in your basic mathematics. School books are also helpful, so hopefully you haven't thrown them away if you just finished school. Other free sources of mathematical information are Wikipedia. I believe it's quite reliable on algebra and calculus. There's not much controversy there in mathematics in the world. Wolfram Alpha on internet is a very powerful tool, but may require some additional knowledge, some practice for you to use it effectively. Khan Academy is a great resource for learning mathematics. It has short videos which cover mathematical topics, which can go quite far back. You can already start using it for algebra quiz if the videos that we provide is not enough. If you like to learn from videos instead of books, I think you should really familiarize yourself with this resource and start using it. The sooner the better. How do you contact me? I'm not just here on video. I actually am a live person. If you come to lectures, you'll realize that. So the easiest way to catch me is after the lecture. So after each lecture, I don't run away. I generally make myself available for the next 5 to 10 minutes or until everybody's gone. Also, we'll organize a special hours when I'll be sitting in my office. Hopefully that will be a convenient hour. That's why I leave it usually to be organized in the first 2 lectures, interactively with you, trying to figure out what time is suitable for both me and you. That hour you can roll in, ask questions. Sometimes surprisingly, there's not many students, So it's more than 300 of you, almost 400, and sometimes I'm sitting there and doing my stuff, and there's 1-2 students only. So please familiarize yourself with my location, where my office is, and utilize this time. You can also contact me by email. Before you do so, please talk to other students, network. Please read course outlines. Please watch all the videos, all the relevant information. So don't ask me questions which I already addressed. Try not to do so. There will be past sessions available. Past sessions is free additional tutorials, working groups conducted by second and third year students. So it's conducted by other students. So some of you will find it easier to ask, therefore easier to connect. So these sessions will be announced on Learning at Griffiths. You need to enroll for them. You could just roll into it and come to it, but it's better if you enroll for them, because if you don't enroll, they might be cancelled. So sessions will be announced later and details will be discussed later, maybe in one of the lectures, but please utilize it, because if you don't use it, the funding for those will be cancelled and we're not going to have them in the future. Now, each course here at Griffiths has a website, and this website is on Learning at Griffiths. Hopefully you already found that because you're watching this video. There's a lot of information there. You should explore it. For this course, 1011 SCG Mathematics 1A, you'll find announcements, important announcements, videos that cover course material, tutorial problems. I'll put PDF file of tutorial problems. Solutions to tutorial problems will come a week later so that you can inspect how you went. Simple quiz and past exams. Simple quiz should be already there by the time you watch that. And past exams will appear maybe in week 12, definitely in week 13. Lecture slides and lecture capture. So whatever I'm writing in the lecture, I then scan as PDF file and make it available. And lecture capture is a recording what happens in the lecture. It's not as convenient as those short videos, but it is a good way to see where we're at, what have we done in the lecture. This is something that you should routinely inspect. Now, this is very important information. I already mentioned that there's no calculators. Did I mention that? Maybe not. There's no calculators in algebra quiz. The questions are so simple that we allow no calculators there. So you have to be able to handle simple algebra and simple arithmetics without calculators. Also, for exams, you could not use graphics calculators. So what's the reason for that? Graphics calculators nowadays have a lot of capacity. They can differentiate, they can take integrals, so a lot of simple questions, and we want to ask not only hard questions, but also relatively simple technical questions in mathematics. With graphics calculators, they make absolutely no sense. So what you should be aware of is that you could only use scientific calculator in the exams. So get yourself one if you don't have one already. It's only $20, $30. Learn how to use it. Already start using it in the tutorials at home so that when you're in the exam, you're not shocked. So just to stress it again, in algebra quiz, there'll be no calculators whatsoever. This is to check your basic mathematics, basic arithmetics. In exams, both mid-semester and final exam, ordinary non-graphic scientific calculators are allowed. Please remember that.